Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all having an amazing weekend. Currently it is Saturday and let's get right to the charts. As you can see, Bitcoin is still consolidating in this very tight range. If we grab our volume profile tool and measure this range, you can see right now Bitcoin is bouncing exactly from the point of control, basically this high volume node that we have right here, which is exactly at 87k. You can see yesterday we did have some volatility coming to the market, basically at around 89k. Everybody was thinking that the price would go up, but as you can see, if we go on the lower time frame, the price did reverse quite significantly fast towards the downside, dropping again below the weekly pivot, and right now Bitcoin is, as you can see, struggling to get back above it. But still it is very possible, if price manages to go back and retest, get a bullish retest of the weekly pivot, that we go all the way up towards the highs of the range once again. Basically our range right here, the current range of this session, and not the whole macro range. As you can see, if we go once again back on the hard time frame, this is our macro range right here of the year-long consolidation. Basically you can call it one big range, and right now the POC of this range is sitting at exactly 96k, which is where my target is sitting for a nice retracement bounce for Bitcoin. Basically a nice relief rally, not all the way up towards 94k, but all the way up towards the high volume node, basically the POC of the macro range, which is sitting at exactly 96k. We might not get all the way up there, we might front run it, but a move up towards 95.5k or something like this would shake a lot of late shorts out of the market, and then potentially the smart money, the market makers, would go down about to take out the lows from 80k or even the lows from 74k, which is this order block on the hard time frame is sitting. I do have this level of confluence. I have been talking about this level ever since we broke below 100k, and as I keep telling you when we were trading right here, once we break down towards this range, there is a very high probability that we revisit the lows of the range, since those lows right here have not been taken out since April. But as of right now, in the current price trend, we might see somewhat of a relief towards the 91 to 92k, basically the highs of this range right here. It is very possible that next week would be bullish, since as you can see right here, our weekly RSI is kind of in the oversold region. It is not touching the 20 line yet, as you can see, but it is very close, and it is very possible that we are due for a actual relief rally to the upside. Basically, if we measure from the current prices all the way up towards the POC and the 50 EMA, that would take us around 96k or a 10% of a move, above 10% as you can see actually. So this would be a very nice target. Now if you look at Ethereum, basically the same thing going on for ETH right now. You can see our range right here, currently trading just above the value area low of the range. The POC is sitting at $3,030, basically also a very nice target for ETH. We did reject from here. Let's look at the daily pivots. We are currently below the daily pivot. If we manage to reclaim it, then as you can see, the daily resistance tree is sitting exactly at $3,000. For Bitcoin, we are also above the daily pivot, below the daily pivot, excuse me, and the daily R3 is just sitting at the POC right here of our current range. So very important levels that we need to watch out for as of right now. Now there is also the possibility where this pattern right here starts breaking down immediately and we don't have any retests of those higher levels, but this just means that we are eventually going to get a bounce from the lows that we have down here, and then we are going to see something like this, basically a fake out dump, then a relief pump to the upside, and then we get the real move towards the downside. So this is just for the smart money, for the market makers to shake everybody out of the market before they do the actual move. Right now, if we look at the stock market had its highest weekly closure in history. Basically, the S&P 500 did close very bullish, as you can see. Potentially in the next coming week before Q1 of 2026, we are going to see the S&P 500 above 7k for the first time in history, and then Bitcoin would be getting, in my opinion, the relief rally that it has been that everybody has been waiting for. But of course, the stock market would help for this to happen. Let's look at Solana. Solana is currently also right now sitting between the monthly S1 and the value area low of this macro range that we have right here. So it is a very, very good risk to reward ratio. If I can just place it like this, basically you can put your stop around basically below those lows, and you can target the highs of the range. You can see basically for Solana, in my opinion, since historically, wherever we have dipped below this range, this was a bottom signal for Solana. It was a signal right here, signal right here. Historically also right here, right here, right here, you can see it was basically in more than 6-7 times we were historically bullish while Solana was at those levels. So this was for Solana. Hype also very nice risk to reward trade right now. You can see on the weekly we are bouncing right now at the yearly pivot. So in my opinion, we are about to see somewhat of a bullish move for Hype also. Sui also right now at the yearly support one, sitting as you can see right here, potentially for the same bullish move. XRP is about to touch the yearly pivot for a second time, as you can see. The pump token almost back at basically zero. So I don't tend to cover this coin. As you know, it might turn into a dead coin that would range for weeks, years basically before we see a breakout happening. I might remove this coin from my watch list, but as of right now, I still like to keep my eye on it. If we look at the open interest, as you can see right now, we are currently above the daily VWAP. Open interest and volume are low. You can see we do have price rising and open interest going down, which is usually a bearish sign. CVD is also going down, which is also a bearish sign, but we might get a squeeze to liquidate the late shorts that have been opening up throughout this move right here. If we look at the liquidity heat map, you can see we do have a lot of liquidity stacked up around 90.6k, and in my opinion, the market makers are about to make a move for this liquidity. Of course, we do have liquidity which is closer towards the downside, but the move from yesterday, if we go on a lower time frame, let me just go to a cleaner chart. Basically, you can see the move from yesterday was a bounce from the high volume node. Basically, this PUC right here held us pretty nice. It has been holding us for a couple of basically throughout this week. It has been holding us support, and it also did hold yesterday, as you can see. So it is very possible that we go all the way up towards 89k again to test those moving averages again, and also take out this liquidity. You can see it is sitting exactly right here. The ETF inflows for the week, basically you can see throughout the whole week we have not seen a single bullish day for the Bitcoin ETFs. You can see even BlackRock was selling. They did not sell yesterday on Friday, but still the other institutions did sell a bit of Bitcoin. So overall we have basically over 500 million or over 600 million of spot ETF outflows for the past week. Fear and Greed Index right now remaining at 28, nothing new here. Funding rates also remaining positive on the major exchanges, and we did have all of our news. Let's look at some of the news for the next week. Basically, we do have FOMC meeting on Tuesday, and we do have unemployments on Wednesday, and since on the 1st and on the 2nd of January we don't have anything, so basically the actual eventful week for Bitcoin would be starting after the basically January 5th, the second week of January. We are finally would be back in action with jobs coming in, PMI and unemployment rates, also inflation data. This will be the data from September right here on the US building permit. So a lot of old data will come out from the government shutdown also. So very important news will be coming after the holidays. And I think this covers it for today, guys. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.